Good morning, humanity. It's April 4th, 2022, and it's our favorite time of the week because you know what time it is. It's time for Bev and Paul. Woohoo!
Hey.
Everybody, my name's Paul.
Good morning. This is Bev.
Hello, Bev.
Hello, Paul.
Here we are in April. Woo!
Wow.
Just whizzing right by.
And what happened on April 2nd?
Yay!
Happy birthday, Paul.
Oh dear, I think you and I are both Aries, aren't we?
We are. Oh,
Look out,
I think that's
world.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
A male, a female, the
Aries
polarity, and both of us Aries. Man, we are the initiators,
running the
and the
show.
seed bearers.
The
And we're
seed
going to
bearer.
talk about what we're trying to plant
We
here.
are,
Yeah.
I also realize I know three other women whose birthday is exactly April 2nd.
Wow.
One's a doctor, one's a big writer, and then there's a healing gal.
You go,
So,
girls.
so I was born on a wonderful day. so,
Hey, you know
so
what I was thinking? You were born the day after April Fools. The universe goes, okay, I'm going to play a joke on you guys. And you were born the next day.
that's right. Well, I always say I fooled my mother and came out a day late.
Yeah, right. There you go. Whoa.
So, all right, we're going to talk about why can't we remember to do biotouch? Huh?
I don't remember why. I really don't.
Biotouch? What's that? Oh,
What?
that's right. So
What are
it,
we doing here?
it came up with a few little scenarios I remember, and one of them was this couple that learned biotouch. They got certified. They came down here. They 60 hours each of them. They
I
both got certified.
remember.
They were gun ho and
Yep.
went back and moved back to the town they were in. And I guess, I don't know, a year later, I heard they got really sick. Both of them got really, really sick. And I said, well, did you do biotouch on each other? Oh, we forgot.
What? Oh, my goodness.
And then just recently, heard of someone who they had been diagnosed with tumors in their lung, I think colon, big tumors, and very dangerous stage 3 or 4 or whatever. And so intensive chemotherapy, and I think it was, I don't know, 12 weeks, 3 4 months later, and their partner was doing biotouch with him every day, every single day, and just recently heard that the oncologist was amazed that the tumors had shrunk and some of them had disappeared and that the chemotherapy had really started to work. That was it. No talk about the possibility of biotouch till later, to
Yeah.
talk about it. And then a third one that finally got me remembering about why we needed to talk about this is I had a relative, I was at a party with them. They all were like, oh, I don't know, this is weird stuff. They never were really into what I was doing. And they had had a car accident, whiplash. Their sense system was starting to break down. Migraine headaches. They couldn't smell. They couldn't taste. I said, we'd been partying a little. I said, hey, let me just do a little biotouch on you. Worked on her. Headache went away immediately, within minutes. And her statement to me was, well, maybe it was just the wine.
And you were just standing there with your mouth open.
I was like, let me go wine.
I know, yeah.
So, what is it? Why can't we? What happens with biotouch, whether we've done it or we don't think about it? What's going on with our brain here?
I know. We've asked that question how many times over the years? My question is, why can't we accept that maybe, just maybe, this thing called biotouch is real? It's almost like, well, I don't know. You can't see it. You can touch, you can feel it, that's for sure. But we're not programmed or used to processing a thought that says, there's something here amazing. Why can't we just accept biotouch? Why does it always have to be, well, it's got to be the wine, or boy, yeah, it's definitely the chemo.
Right.
Okay.
And maybe it was, like you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
yes, maybe all those
And maybe
things
it
were.
was. But
with.
my, yes, my point is, why can't we also say,
Right.
well, maybe it was the biotouch.
Yeah,
My God,
it's
you know
incredible.
what, we're really saying? That we do not believe that our bodies are the amazing healing entities that we have been told, or that actually we haven't been told that. And maybe that's the problem.
Right.
We've been told that your body belongs to whoever is diagnosing or treating it, that you have no say in it, and we've given our bodies away and
Right.
everything that goes with it. So for us to overnight already think that, my God, my body is this amazing healing machine that knows what to do with something like biotouch, I don't know. That's
Well,
hard.
it's tough, and I think you hit it right there. You know, we've been trained for countless generations to believe in the experts, and the experts, as a lot of experts and a lot of doctors are coming forward, a lot of scientists are coming forward. Anita Morjani, who died and came back, they
Right.
are saying, you know, we need to, and this whole thing that we're going to do with the University of Arizona, that immersion, the integrative healing program,
Yes.
integrative medical program, and we're going to
Thank
be part of
goodness.
that. You know, we're maybe starting to bring in a different dialogue of hope. You know, don't
Yep.
put these. You know, we're just set in this diagnostic, save our ass from insurance claims,
Right.
put the fear in people that if you don't do it my way, you know, walk the highway kind of thing. And
Yeah.
it's just amazing how we don't have that possibility. That's a good word, possibility.
And maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. We are so used to accepting somebody, an expert, I don't care what healing community you come from, some expert who is doing something to us that doesn't have anything to do with us. That biotouch is the opposite. Biotouch is not anything like that. It's totally non-invasive, and it's an equality. It's an essence of equality. Nobody's doing anything to you. You are entering into a a partnership, a holistic partnership. We're not used to thinking in those terms, or even acknowledging the fact that healing is not outside of ourselves. This is, for me, this is why biotouch is so powerful and why it works. It addresses the cause always. And we have other modalities, the holistic and some of these other things that are geared to address the cause of dis-ease.
Right.
That's the key. But when you sit in front of somebody that says, I have all the answers for you, you don't have anything to say about your own body, and you don't know anyway, let me do this. If this doesn't work, let's try that one
Yeah.
because the other one's toxic. This process is what we've accepted. And so we introduce something like biotouch. It's hard. It's challenging.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm dealing with my own situation, and I went to the medical system. I got those blood tests that they tell you got to take now that you're on Medicare. And next thing I know is hit this PSA thing. The PSA count is highly elevated, and so you go to this doctor, and he's like, "Oh, biopsy, cut it out, you know, you know, radiate, whatever."
Right.
And I had to turn to Jenny and I had to go, you know something? I gotta practice what I preach. And
You
it was
do.
very difficult. I saw
I
how the
know.
mind wanted to move into the fear, into the dogma, into the scatteredness, and just go, I have. And interesting, as I started to get the biotouch and then started to open up to other possibilities, so second, third opinions, doing other kinds of complementary alternative practices. But the biotouch always is the one thing that kept giving me the hope to just relax for a moment. Just listen. You know, let your body tell you what to do next, you know? And so, but I could see how difficult that was. for me who's been
Yeah.
doing it for 35 years.
Right. I know. The guy who is, you need to walk the talk. You're
Yeah,
right. And you know what? That's maybe another layer of this, that we have literally forgotten that how important our bodies are. We take that for granted. We just look at it in the mirror. Oh yeah, we look at something, we're feeling something, but we have never given the body the due that it, the respect and the honor of being this amazing, gorgeous machine that all it wants to do is be whole, in balance. It knows what it wants, but it has to go through, we're always talking about that little ego that says this or does that or whatever. So it's the process of us taking, well, maybe we should pay more attention to what the body is trying to tell us,
right,
and start with that. And that's what BioTouch is geared for.
right.
That's what its thing is here for, to go to that body.
And so yeah, and so you're so that brings us it brings us into our body. It brings us into the present. It brings
Right.
us into being able to be as a little child. That's the whole thing. It really is that, we hear it in all the different philosophies, be as little
Yeah.
children. Well, that doesn't mean we go back sucking our thumbs, folks.
No.
It's about, the ability to listen. But what happened when we were small and we acted out what we were hearing, or we were talking to trees? We were told, "Oh, no, 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 that, snap out of
You're a
it,"
weird child.
you tell the truth about something you did and you're immediately reprimanded. So why would you ever tell the truth? You always get in trouble for
Right,
it.
right. Yeah, no. You start, and then you start developing those patterns, you know, that, yeah, I love that, because BioTouch years ago, that came to me about BioTouch, and I related that to myself as a practitioner or even as a recipient, sitting in that proximity, sitting in the presence of another one. And children are innocent. They're not worldly yet. They operate on through their senses more. And BioTouch brings us, they trust. They go on the thing, this, there's all these possibilities. They don't, may not call them possibilities, but they're open to everything. And that's what BioTouch is offering. Be open to everything that's possible with this amazing body. It's unlimited possibilities if you will just give it a moment.
Right?
And we know that's all it takes.
It is just a
Just give it a
moment.
moment.
It's just a moment, and I'm reminded what just happened to me this past weekend. I went to this party, at least 130 people. It was this great little gathering. Um, and the guy I'm sitting next to, we strike up a conversation. And next thing I know, he's talking to somebody else, and he's talking about his arm that he can't lift up. And I'm like, I can see my brain. Oh, this isn't an appropriate place to bring it up. Oh, that
Right.
all that stuff. And I'm
Yep.
like, I got nothing to lose. And I said, I got something I think you can do that'll help. And he immediately listened. I said, and I talked to him about it. And I actually had him lift up his shirt in the middle of this party. And I'm doing
Perfect.
BioTouch on him. And his wife is there. And I said, now come over here. Let me show you what to do. And I even said, I will guarantee if you do this a few times a week, within 3 weeks, he'll have more range of motion. And within a few months, you probably won't even know there was a problem. They go, what? I said, yeah, but you just got to do it. You got to take 3 to 5 minutes a day, to just do this simple thing. And there it was, and it's not about them coming to the center. It's
No.
something I could give them that they could take home. And now the question will be, will they do it? Do I send them a little? He gave me his card, to help remind them, because I understand the chances of them doing it are not that good, because the brain, it forgets
Yeah.
that somebody
You know,
told them it could be simple.
right. Well, part of the message of BioTouch is that this is geared to very lovingly, very non-invasively change the rhythm of your daily living. So, we talk about magic with BioTouch and everything. We need to remember we're the miracle. We're the magic. That's why BioTouch is here, to give us something to kick that into creation and manifesting in our daily living. This is, we've talked about this earlier. We have a history of pain, suffering, and misery. And what do we say? BioTouch gives us the opportunity to be healthy, happy, and loved.
And love.
Happiness is something that has been elusive. We're so busy being miserable. And here is this gorgeous gift, and we still don't recognize it, because I think a lot of it has to do with, what are we saying? Let yourself be loved.
Right. And that's a difficult thing, because
that's a very difficult thing.
We're always judging ourselves,
Yep.
over and over and over. And then we're judging outside of ourselves, and that loop goes on and on. BioTouch
Right.
can break that. And it can be done with a simple thing like a greeting. And we're just going to show it. We're going to
Yep.
show just the first part here, how to do the greeting. If you're listening to this on the podcast, just listen to the words and find these 2 points. They're just 2 points, and find them on yourself.
The greeting is always performed at the beginning of each session. It's the only set that uses one hand, and the only set that indicates which hand to use. The greeting is performed with the dominant hand. If you are right-handed, use your right hand. If you are left-handed, use your left hand. The greeting is made by touching at point 1, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone or sternum. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. Then, with the same 2 fingers, touch point 2 on the back. To find point 2, look for the big bone at the base of the neck. From here, move 1 to 1.5 inches to the left. This is point 2.
That's it. Hold that for 6 to 8 seconds. That's it. Those 2 points can create a healing that goes on indefinitely, the chain that will go on indefinitely. So just those 2 points will start you in a habit. And you know what I'm going to do? All the people that are on our email list, I'm going to send them the 21-day challenge again.
Perfect.
Let's all just practice that for 21 days. Once. Pick somebody, do it to them, let them do it to you. If you don't have anybody at home, think of somebody doing it to you. Think of doing it to somebody. Let's create a new habit here.
A new habit. And as we said before, that takes maybe 30 seconds. Are we have to say we are worth 30 seconds.
Yes. And so our job here on this show is to remind us, as Bev just said, we are worth 30 seconds. You are worth 30 seconds. Everyone on the planet is worth 30 seconds, because we're all...
Everybody can do it on the planet.
This is the oneness of humanity, folks. And there's no levels. You can do it immediately. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be an all-kind, loving person. This is breaking all of our judgments about ourselves and others, to just take those 2 fingers and reach out and touch another human being. I'm telling you.
Try it. Just try it. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain.
That's right. JustTouch.com. Check it out. You can download that greeting for free. If you have any questions, email us, send us a message on Facebook, whatever. Get hold of us. And we're just here every Monday. So thanks, Bev. Another great show.
Thank you, Paul. And thank you, everybody.
Thanks for letting us in your home. We'll see you all next week.
I can feel the pain in sunshine or rain, so it's not caused by the weather, but it it doesn't hurt that much after I feel your loving touch and we spend some time together. You take my pain away each and every day. You're an angel from heaven on high. Your butterfly touch helps me heal so much, and I get better as time goes by. You take my pain away.